There's a man of God that I listen to, and one of his favorite quotes is, "If you watch your mouth, then you don't have to watch your back." This is a very true statement, although it may sound short and simple, but there's a lot of truth to it. As a chosen one, you will battle with monitoring spirits, you will battle with familiar spirits, you will battle with the spirit of jealousy, you will battle with the spirit of narcissism, among many others. Now, all of these spirits operate effectively based on intelligence. Now, what is intelligence? Intelligence is simply information. So these spirits operate effectively based on the amount of information that they have on their victims. In this video, we're discussing the importance of learning how to move in silence as a chosen one. But first, let me take a moment to say hello and welcome to everyone. If you're new here, I go by the name Inspired Seeker, and on this channel we discuss spirituality, we discuss personal growth, and we discuss narcissism. So if any of that appeals to you, or if you feel called to, then by all means join us, and I promise you will not regret that decision. So now let's get into why it's important to master the art of moving in silence as a chosen one. Pardon me guys, let me have some tea. It's a bit cold, it's actually snowing, so let me have some tea, keep warm. Tea with honey, guys, that's the trick every time. Anyhow, I like to start by saying that a major component of warfare is intelligence. I'll say that again. A key component, a major component of warfare, no matter what type of warfare it is intelligence. Now, one may ask, what exactly is intelligence? Intelligence simply is information, okay? And what makes intelligence the key component of every warfare is the more you know about your enemy, the easier it is to defeat them, okay? And this is why these spirits that I mentioned earlier operate effectively based on the amount of information that they have on their victims. As a chosen one, not only is it necessary to become aware of this, but it's necessary to learn to keep your mouth shut, okay? Because oversharing can be very detrimental to your progress. Now, a while back, I shared a video on here about stop sharing your goals and your ambitions and your dreams with others. And I gave you several reasons, okay? Not only do some of these folks don't care about you, but a good majority of them don't want to see you winning. And a good portion of them just can't see it for you because they can't see it for themselves, so they figure they can't see it for you either, okay? But not just that, guys. A good majority of these folks are jealous. They're infested with the spirit of jealousy, all right? And all it takes is for you to open your mouth about what your plans are, for you to open your mouth about what your goals are, for you to open your mouth about what you just accomplished, and they will go on to sabotage you. They will go on to work against you. Okay? Now, if you look back on your life, guys, chances are you've had one of these situations happen to you. Okay? But before I even go there, let me share this. Okay? I shared with you guys a while back about how the enemy attacks the chosen ones through the people around them. Okay? If you are truly chosen, then you could look back on your life and confirm this, that you have had issues with people around you that you couldn't for the life of you identify what the cause was, right? There was really no reason for some of these issues, but it happened nonetheless. Okay, now if we look at the scriptures, there are many stories in the scriptures to back up this exact statement. Okay, if we look at Joseph, he was sold out by his siblings. Okay, again, the people close to you. All right, his own siblings sold him out into slavery. Okay, we can look at Cain and Abel. We can look at many stories from the scriptures that could back up this scenario here. Okay, now let me get into what I was saying earlier, guys. Chances are you have suffered or you have fallen victim to one of these scenarios. Okay, you had some plans and you shared it with someone, or you shared it with your group of friends or whatever. You shared it with some people, and then you became so discouraged after that. Okay, you became so discouraged after that. You lost all the hope that you had. You lost all the drive that you had going into it, and you ended up not following through with your plan. Chances are you've had this happen. Okay, someone that you shared this with must have discouraged you somehow. They must have talked you out of it somehow. They must have given you all the reasons why your plans will fail, but they couldn't give you one reason why it would work. And so you ended up not following through on your plans. Okay, this is exactly how the enemy operates through the people next to you. All right, and I must say, guys, as a chosen one, guys, you are constantly being monitored. You are constantly being attacked. And as I mentioned earlier, the enemy can only attack you when they know where to hit you, when they know where your weakness is, when they have information on you, when they have intelligence on you. Okay, so as you share some of these things with people, guys, you are essentially feeding the enemy the intelligence that they need to attack you. You are essentially feeding the enemy with all the information that they need to attack you. Okay, because as I said, some of the folks around us are serving as vessels for the enemy, not only to attack you, but also to gather information. Okay, and so you may see it as innocent as me just sharing something with a friend of mine. Okay, but truly what's happening energetically is this friend of yours is not truly for you, and they will turn around and report that information to the overlord, which is the enemy. Okay, and next thing you know, your plans or your ideas will fall through, and you will be stuck asking how did that happen? How did that fail? Okay, it failed because you opened up about it to the wrong person. It failed because you opened up about it to the enemy, and the enemy knew exactly how to derail that plan. Okay, again, you might have something that you were pursuing that it looked like this is sure, like for sure it's gonna work out. Okay, for sure, you have outlined everything, you have done everything that needs to be done, you met all the qualifications, everything checks out, and you end up sharing with someone, and suddenly it never worked out after that. And you asking yourself how. It does not make sense how you were denied that opportunity. It does not make sense how it did not work out. It didn't work out because you shared it with the wrong individual, guys. It didn't work out because you gave the enemy the information they needed to stop you from moving forward, to stop you from progressing. Okay. Now, I'm going to share a biblical story on this as well. Okay. I believe it was Samson and Delilah, I believe. Samson was a warrior, very strong individual. Okay. And no matter what came his way, he was able to defeat them. No matter how much enemies came at him, no matter how many times they came, he was able to defeat them. And so his enemies got together and figured, we got to figure out what his secrets are, right? He must have a secret. We got to figure out where his strength comes from, because it seems like only him, we can never defeat him. What makes him so special? What makes him so strong? And so they sent Delilah. Delilah was a companion of Samson, a female companion of Samson. Okay. And the purpose that Delilah was fulfilling in Samson's life was serving as a monitoring spirit. Okay. And so Delilah convinced Samson to tell her where his secret is. What his secret is, where his strength comes from. Okay. And so it wasn't until he shared this with her, which was in his hair. Okay. It wasn't until he shared this secret with Delilah that his enemies were able to defeat him. Because what happened then? Delilah went back to his enemies and told them, hey, his strength comes from his hair. His secret is in his hair. Okay. And so what did his enemies have to do to defeat him? They cut off all his hair. They cut off all his hair, the secret to his strength. And in doing so, they were able to weaken him up. They were able to defeat him. Okay. So you will be surprised, guys, how many folks around you are serving as monitoring spirits. How many folks around you are serving as vessels for the enemy to gather information, but not only that, and to carry out attacks against you as a chosen one. Okay. I shared with you guys, you've been monitored and attacked since birth as a chosen one. Okay. And so you have to take certain steps to preserve yourself. All right. You have to take certain steps to defend yourself. Okay. And this is one of the ways you do that, by stop oversharing. Not everybody needs to know what your plans are. Not everybody needs to know what your accomplishments are. Not everybody needs to know which direction you're planning to go into. Okay. Because the moment you share this with folks, guys, you end up seeing that the plan ends up messing up. The plan ends up not working out for you, and you stuck wondering, where did I go wrong? It's only because you shared it with the wrong individual. You let out your secret. Okay. Now I'm gonna share this, and then I'm gonna cut it off, guys, because it's snowing and I want to get the hell out of here. Okay, so this is very typical, especially in young couples, young relationships. Okay, when a young couple get together, they start to show off. Huh? A lot of young couples like to show off. Young people like to show off their significant others and whatnot. Okay, guys, if you look back, chances are you have experienced this. And if you haven't experienced it yourself, you have seen someone experience it. Okay, they showed off their new companion, their new significant other, their boyfriend or girlfriend, and next thing you know, in their own friend circle, one of their friends sabotaged the relationship. One of their friends tried to break them up, or one of their friends tried to sleep with the other. Whether it was the man or the woman, one of their friends tried to come in between them. Okay, and they'll do this in so many ways. One, they may start rumors about the person. They may tell their significant other lies and bad things about them, try to paint them in a bad light, or they may blatantly attempt to sleep with them and break them up. Okay, this is all because you showed off. This is all because you opened your mouth to share that with them. Okay, and this individual is infested with the jealous spirit. All right, and as I said, the enemy will use the people close to you to carry out attacks on you. All right, so I said that to say this, guys. Now, even not just your plans and your goals and your ambitions, but also your accomplishments. Okay, your achievements, your accomplishments, the things that you have received. Okay, the blessings that you have received, guys. I understand it's good to treat yourself when God blesses you. Okay, God even said that when I bless you, you should treat yourself, to show others that I blessed you, and that's great. All right, but we got to be mindful of sharing and oversharing. Okay, and especially whom we're sharing it with. All right, because I've seen this happen so many times over. Okay, where you go out and you get yourself something because God blessed you, and you go get yourself a new toy. You go get yourself a new car, for instance. Okay, you go get yourself a nice car, a new toy, and you flashing it off, you showing it off. Maybe you got some jewelry, whatever it may be, and you flashing it, you showing it off, guys. Next thing you know, the wrong eyes see it, guys. The wrong people see it, the wrong people hear it. Next thing you know, you go crash your car. Next thing you know, you get robbed for your jewelry. Next thing you know, something bad happens to you. All this is because you shared that with someone who's jealous of you. Okay, you shared that with a monitoring spirit. You shared that with a familiar spirit. You shared that with a spirit of narcissism. You shared that with someone who is not for you. Okay, and the enemy used that same individual to cause you harm. All right, so chosen ones, let me leave you with this: guard your peace, guard your energy, and master the art of moving in silence. Okay, because as the man of God said, guys, if you watch your mouth, then you won't have to watch your back. All right, so let me leave this here. They say a word to the wise is enough. So share your thoughts and experiences in the comment section. And if you found value in this message, then I ask that you share it and you like it. And also stick around, because there should be another video or playlist popping up somewhere here. Stick around and get more information on spirituality. Other than that, I'll leave this here, guys. Until next time, peace, love, and more life.